We haven't gotten to see a whole lot of G2's attacks. Oh my god, the shock actually connects with that spam damage as well. First blood from Trent, and Lee finds the second. The duo that has been just unreal for G2 up until this point.
Zen go exploring there in mid after that first kill comes out. And obviously from that upper catwalk, it's an easy pick off for Leaf with the Headhunter. Zekin has been the hero. We've heard the word heroics thrown around by G2. They're softly referring to this guy on your screen. Zekin has been incredible. Will he have to do that again in a series like this, Jorg? Such him down early though. No value there off that Sheriff. Sentinels down to 2, and frankly, White have been picked apart one by one.
And we get an early taste of, oh, well, Jonah in a bit of trouble, but all things considered, this should be fine unless Bang able to pick up a second here.
Deltas is still at large as well. He's got to make something happen from here, though, and kind of gave the game away earlier. Was given a stay of execution as, for some reason, Jonah couldn't connect, but Zelsis is having the same kind of yips. Getting Valen, but down to 48. In the post-plant, mind you. Means Zelsis here can try and save some faces, but that's about all we can expect from a round like this. Flashpoint, Jonah plays off his own flash. Jorgamo here's got some ground to cover, of course, with a stinger in hand. He'd like to make that effective, and Narrate's playing close here. Caught out. Little swing by Jorg, will secure it. John playing well and truly off the side, but this Sova util may light the way for Sen, as they've got second tucked up here, nice and close.
Spike going to be planted, Zekin outlaw for the retake, going to be challenging to try and find a kill unless someone from G2 over-pushes, but over-pushing doesn't seem like that's going to occur whatsoever. They're playing back just to spam the spike on cliffside.
Yep, strictly into those post-plant positions, leaving Jorgamo to cause problems up close here with that stinger, get some valued Leaf. Presiding over the situation from a long way away will bring Celsius down, and Sen don't have any options. Frankly, the rotate over to upper was fairly late for them anyway, and he's been the one, the tip of the spear so far, to push those smokes and take those fights. It was against Narrate earlier. This time, though, he's going to allow Zelsis to stew for a time in security. There might be a crossfire set up here by Valen, so they are ready to work this angle together, but Flash comes in. Valen and Jorg, there they are. Hunter's Fury also feels extraneous at this point. A pretty dangerous timing here for Sen. He should spot John over there. He's going to be forced off by a fault line. Here comes Jorg. He's on the side, and Narrate gets absolutely flattened. And nobody else for Sentinels is inside B. They've all now got to peer in from the extremities. And once again, G2 can fall back to these post-plant positions after Trent sticks it.
Oh, and Jaw, he went back through the gate crash, picks up Bang on the rotate as well. That is so intelligent from the new G2 star. Their one off-season change.
And Sen have to just drag themselves here onto the site. They've cleared it at least with a 0 point. They have some information, but Leaf will be waiting on this. Oh, an opportunity to strike, but Zekin is waiting, and he held the line. Now, things get a bit more even. Zeus was able to spray down. Trent's going to have a crack in there, or at least light them up here. Trying to stop the power, but Zekin plants his feet instead. Jorg, though, coming from behind. Zelsis isn't ready for it. The third for Jorg, and now the updraft won't be enough to shake the Yoru. A Cosmic Divide here, that's set up by Valen. It gives G2 all this space. Oh, and Earth was that from Zekin. Ungodly reaction time.
They need him to come to life like that. Leaf, immediate trade onto Narrate, though. Do G2 try and slow it down? They're trying to give Leaf some time to work the map. Zekin is weary.
They've gambled the A site. This triplet of Sentinels able to finally nullify Jorgamo's impact. Trent here is a lone wolf over towards A main as Leaf is still meandering his way up the top of mid.
And you've got to imagine at some point Leaf is just going to wander into this crosshair of Zekin. He can't sit in top mid forever.
Zekin is patient. Has a real good feel for this. The shot, though, isn't good. So Leaf has another option, another chance perhaps, and Zelsis ends up getting taken down. So Leaf still takes his pound of flesh. Pinged out here, though, 40 seconds left in the round. The spike is over towards A main. This would be Herculean for Leaf. Even for him, it might be asking too much. Okay.
30 seconds left.
Oh, that's unreal. Bang gets hit with a trademark there. Easy to spray him down. He was slowed.
He even fakes a gate crash forward, so Sen might think he's in that nebula that he's staring at right now. Pop flash out.
He's able to turn it for a time, but it's overwhelming pressure from the low ground. Zelsis with the classic. Okay. Able to find that kill. A second. Gets a rifle instead. Here's an L command. They're going to try and flood out together, but Jonah P! Oh, that's dirty. Valen? Question mark? We'll let that one slide. 3 versus 1 here for Bang. who is belated in arriving at the site, but have lined up from somewhat.
Clone, all good. Second so fast out of B. This is Sen changing the pace.
Still, that Rolling Thunder is actually headed over towards Tower on the A side of the map, but G2 are definitely gearing up to push through that smoke in A main. Hunter's Fury now being deployed by John. Narrate gets his first of the game. He's in it, folks. Able to find that share of purchase on Jorgamo. This is Sent here with only 2 hero rifles in the round, holding their own. But now G2 are really going to come to call on this A side. An opportunity for Jonah P. Only going to find the one as Zels is really selling the bundle. I'm not going to lie, he is quite good at marketing this classic. That is a
all of the important initiator agents to play, Jaw. Does he wander into this?
Oh, he swings it wide. The timing there just punishes Zekin. He cannot take the shot, Jorg. Probably knows exactly what he avoided. And G2 have found 2 big openers. That one on Zelsis is going to hurt.
And Narrate in this same horrendous situation. He feels the grip closing on him from all angles. He has to choose a fight somewhere because he knows the wrap is coming in.
Yeah, he was on a clock. Oh, actually, they're coming through security right now, Wyatt.
Yeah,
they're going for an off timing. Smokes in the way. Narrate those C's. Jonah up on that higher ground. Jorg, so he's going to trade it out. John swings in. That's a tough one to win. And send it down to 2. They have to win this round.
Zels trying to find a timing up into heaven. The smoke comes down. That might have saved him, but ultimately it's going to make it more than uncomfortable and less than ideal to get back into this site. Though he does have a flash. He can pop flash out of this. There it is, but it doesn't connect onto Trent.
They have every angle covered, Wyatt. They had security, A main, tower, all eyes on those locations. Okay. Link is bombing up there, being a nuisance. Second will punish him for his audacity. But there's not much more that he can do in this round. He has to walk away. He's being chased as well. Trent is right behind him and he knows it. He's heard it.
He needs to hit the shot. They need to save the op into this next round. Trent is jiggling the angles perfectly. He's on the run and he gets punished. Gun down. Oh, and Leaf punishes the push. Reading that with ease on G2 and Jorgamo swinging onto it.
This is only the second time that they've tried it this half. How did G2 read into this? Oh man, that is devastating. Now Sen on their last legs in this round already. A faster pace switch up here for G2 has left them without a leg to stand on.
Trying to play aggressively on defense against this G2 team, you are just wandering into a trap. Leaf is going to have the AWP on the angle. They're going to be ready to re-swing onto you with flashes from Jaw. This is next to impossible for Bang. He gets the first.
All those post-plant positions, though, there's an easy double swing here for G2 with some Jonah P. U-tool to set it up. Smoke is well placed. Here's that Hunter's Fury now. Bang just doesn't really have the time to get to the spike where he's needed. He's able to dodge that one. Give it a tickle again. Step forward from the smoke and shut down. Slowly, Leaf is making his way on the flank and Zekin takes a bunch of spray through. Valen there gets the drop on him with some free damage. And such a nuisance around that corner. Trent's there. Eventually, Valen falls off that cliff. But what about the defuse? What about the objective? The game plan here for Sentinels. Jorg might be here to disrupt it once more, but John from below. Zelsis with that off angle. They are making it hard for G2 to get back in here. Sentinels have really taken control of this site. Trent for 1. He's had 3 in the round, but there's just no time to go for a defuse at this rate. And Zekin, you better believe, will keep himself scarce until it's time to strike. And away he goes. Sentinels get a crucial... Starting now to inch their way up towards that B site. Jorg's having to take the shot. He gets a lot of information there. Zekin's still quite low. And John ends up falling. That's just sprayed through the wall by the looks of things. Flash to play off of Leaf capitalizes. And Zekin is down and Sen starting to fall apart. Zelsis is not in a position to have a real impact in terms of advancing their win condition. And it's up to Narrate, who always seems to be alone against a horde. And a flawless round for G2. Top mid basically for 3, Wyatt. Okay, this could be a little bit dicey. I like the idea. The trend is going to end up going down. Here comes that null command now. Zelsis getting serious about hitting this A site. No one really proximate for G2 to stop them moving through A main. Much of the fight is going to happen through these links here. Valen for 1. The jump isn't enough for Narrate. He eventually gets caught out. 3 for each to work with. Leaf now trying to get into tower. Zelsis ready for him, but Leaf is far too cunning to overexpose himself.
He's playing this so well, Leaf, but Zelsis still able to fight it. That is crucial. That should be the round winner. Talk about an impact kill.
And that Nova Pulse, it's too late to catch Zelsis out. Now, G2 might have to draw upon some heroics of their own. Tap of the spike, presumably for Jorgamo here. Valen has to be aware of what's going over in main, and of course, his Astra setup means the post plant is hard to play through. Half comes up for Valen! What? That is unreal! Far from done, Zelsus with a third, but Jorg, how does he get... G2 shrug off another close round here for Sen, and now obviously the map winner is here. Sen just bullied their way out of the A site and bowled Jonah P over in the process. Didn't have any backup to rely on at the time. John, despite being Nova Pulse, is able to get a plant down. Shock dart up to tower. Gatecrash being deployed over towards tower as well here by Jorgmo. Give him a place to fall back to. And actually gets blown up instead. Clone gives him the flash. Leaves it with a headhunter. Numbers are even now again. Bang probably feeling a little bit exposed here on that side. Zelsus 0 point though gives him the info and John whacks him down.
Valen feeling pressure, needs to put down that Nebula, wants to play in it. Oh my god, that is a sick angle, but Second finds the first kill.
And he's all over the site now. Sentinels well and truly in there. A late wrap here from Leaf, but bear in mind the weaponry for G2 is just not there. So they might get themselves another now. Recon does tag Zekin out. Oh, goes low. Decent pressure from Trent in upper. Leaf here with the Tour de Force in this round, as we mentioned earlier. Hoping to take a bit more away from it. But getting onto the side is a whole different story. Jonah P. Trent still stacked up here. Still have to try and make a way in with these pistols. Okay. Zelsus gets dropped by Leaf. That was an operator, if I'm not mistaken. Another? This is so bad for your economy, man! That is disgusting!
My god!
I mean, I'd be scared now if there's some flood util to deal with. Narrate doesn't have an option to get out. Okay, Joe, that's a little bit audacious, I'll be honest with you. Pops out of that dimensional drift, and here come the Sentinels now. Some punishment for G2. A little bit lax on this round, perhaps the protocol's not quite...
Util in here.
Well, Valen also can't make use of that Astra util. He got caught out by that null command and suppressed. But second is down. Professor P from up on high. Oh my goodness! Narrate perforated as he tries to go for a plant. And Sentinels only have 2 left to work with. Jonah P stays off the aggression now as a clone drops down. Zelsus realizes it. Flash follow it up. Jorgmo with the rifle still. A real threat. Where's the plant coming from? John has to put it down now, but a fault line is going to interrupt. He still has to stick it. Eventually take it down, and it's on Zelsus. Up to him in a 1 versus 3 to salvage the game for Sentinels. But he's still going to set this one up, trying to get information with that recon, but Sentinels are way too fast. They break upon them like waves on rock. And now they're sat in this side proper. Leaf gets picked off there as the smoke clears. Jorg is good for only the 1. And Jonah P, a spectator in this round so far.
Spike planted.
We'll have a chance to get involved with Sentinels with a late re-clear through Art and then a very quick A-side take. This area, he does in fact choose to do so. Zekin, oh, he's amongst them! Okay, gets it in with the Bucky, Leaf is down. Trent's going to be forced back now by those salvos that come a little bit later from John. And the man himself is going to creep up on this site.
And that haunt not being broken allows Sen to just walk in. They know they can skill into the site for free. Spike planted in the open. How do they position here? They want to go towards Art together.
It's going to be the counter flood.
And now they're just waiting as well. John doesn't have his utility yet, but they want those guided salvos to cycle, to deny a plant after the grab wheel goes off. G2 have to tap this. They have to get the util out.
Here's the horn coming down that was destroyed straight away. Razor of Iron also could not be deployed. Sentinels peer in here. They're just going to contact check this. Narain's able to get 1 though. He's had a decent game to start with. The defuse, of course, the Teo util is going to be there. Valen's still standing. It's up to John. All up to John. Trent drops. John here with the ghost. Spray on Valen, it's got to half, and Valen's able to win it out! It's about as close as it gets, and G2 get on the board.
A nightfall coming through.
Now, all of his secrets going to be laid bare now. They know that Valen is going to be tucked here by dugout. That's just a clone, he knows it. Flash here, Zekin trying to work his way around the corner. Leaf gets his first of the game though. Forced to play from behind the grab wheel for now. Zelsus aware there could be a wrap, and it's a pretty quick one for Jorgmo. Not the range you want to be at with that stinger, but still good damage done onto Zelsus now as Leaf is snarled up amongst that Razor Vine. The Professor, though, deals with the Mastermind. And it's all on Zelsus here to hold the fort of this post plant. The Razor Vine, again, giving him a little bit of breathing room, but G2 swing him. Zekin, of course, knows this. He would like to get into halls and be a bit of a nuisance, but Jonah P is going to see that gate crash coming. He might have to give some of that space up now. Here come the salvos. Razor Vine also going to be deployed. C's committed to that as well. Jorg's on the corner, though. Jorg's on the corner! Oh, it's carnage! 4-4, the Jorg sat up on the swing. Now Celsius has got nothing left to do. Shock Dart steals the ace.
America's 2025 has Art on lock.
Yeah, Sen are very wary of Art, and the double swing just doesn't give them any catharsis. Leaf has one bullet for each of them. Jorgamo's going to give them some room here now. Let them trundle straight down Link. The Razor of Iron does nothing to catch him.
Just another example in the long line of them in Kickoff so far.
We're doing this again, guys. Oh, I love that. Okay, beautiful little high-low. Zekken actually just swung that from the off angle. Right, so away we go. Outlaw to hand here for Narrate. He's picked that one up at 3 plays here for Sen. 17 seconds left in the round. They're going to go for the plant. Once again, Clone whistles past. Narrate takes damage from God knows where. It's going to be Zekken to find Valen, though. Trent is tucked in here. He can stand in the safe zone, though, between those two salvos. But it needs to be impactful. John! Beautifully done. Sen Bundle once more striking. And Steltron is going to check water. Won't have enough time to wrap, though, towards Flowers.
Oh, Judgeable with the first and up too fast. Second too low on HP.
Still, the matter of the defuse is at hand. Narrate is going to have to do it again. Feels like him against the world. Straight through the corner of the masonry. Jorgamo goes down. Jonah is healthy, though. Looking to get this to half. Narrate sees him. And it's a Jorgamo pushed up here in A main yet again. Hunter's Fury comes out. So much of this early util. Oh, Zekken! I thought he might have had that one, but Valen was ready, and Trent finds one with the Hunter's Fury. Aldo is going to check over towards Connector, spots 2 Sentinels players. And he's at Steel Garden. G2 disarmed for the time being. They've got to give this space up.
That forces Trent out, but they can play for the retake. They have a Cosmic Divide as well to cut off one of the crucial angles when getting back in. Bang stuck on default. Narrate far forward. Those 2 players have to go off, and Narrate gets the first.
Down to 33, but he might be able to take that space up here over towards Flowers. There's nobody else there from G2. They're all trying to come in from secret. There's that retake wall coming down now. Narrate has the wrap. He has a golden opportunity to send this one out to the fences. It's just Valen standing. Now on the 1 versus 2, but this is carpeted in utility. 31 points of health. He'll go through the wall. Absolutely unhinged stuff. So Leaf has to give up that line briefly. Narrate just glides across into the crosshairs for Jonah. Opportunistic posting there for the Professor gives him that early kill.
Unfortunately, that was the Nightfall as well that's now removed from this buy round.
Senna thinking about Art now. Trent and Valen with a pseudo high-low. They are going to filter their way in. Here comes the flash. That's turned. Valen got off the line. No, it's Sen. They want to punish him. Now they're going to be smoked off the situation. Caution to the wind. Into a link, G2 go. Shock darts herald their arrival, but John found Trent. Jonah had his teammate at his back, picked off, and they're not ready for the second. And Jorg is waiting for them over on the A site. It's up to Bang.
30 seconds left.
30 seconds to play. Spike is still over towards Link. And the TP across the side. Bang goes light fully now, but they're on a timer.
Where do they go from now? Do they try to fight forward with the Nightfall or deal with Jaw?
They're going to get crushed.
They're pinched.
The trash compactor, the walls start closing in. Bang was able to find the 1, but second they can just see the corner of his model around the corner, and Valen is there for 2. Celsius again has to do more than sell vibes. He's going to sell a dream.
Information, we'll find out for the rest of the team that G2 have fully retreated back to spawn.
Yep.
Gets the info on both anchors now.
Timing off the garden comes in before Zekken confirms that they pulled off the site, so eventually it doesn't get actually that much value.
Oh, Narrate swings alone though, trying to capitalize off of that information, goes down.
There's a Razor Vine, says, oh, this is an awkward angle. However, there was an opening there as the clone was picked off. Gravity well catching 2 players. John's able to deal with Leaf, and it's going to be a big stack here. But Jonah and Valen will get there. Everybody for G2 involved, but Zekken holds it down. Can he make it a 3rd?
Gets the info on Trent. Good fake teleport.
Backs up. Gate crash was an option.
Those plans here, G2 have been
Jonah
so good.
The timing, oh, there's no way you're ready for that. Zelsis, Narrate's able to get away with it, though. He does take a fair chunk of damage in doing so, and there's still no plant quite yet. Sen have not committed, but there's 33 seconds in the round. Cosmic now getting thrown up to waylay them even further. Sen have to make a decision.
They're slowing things down, and G2 are falling off. They're going towards B right now. The site is lighter. Second Cosmic Divide.
They're going to double back. Map getting cut up here. And then Jorg over the top finds one. Valen has been so good on these retakes. Yourself a staging ground. Jorg just lazily walks on out there. Bang is clean. And now Senna been able to push up pretty nicely here towards Plaza. Trent just Antics around the corner, gets rid of Zelsis, makes it a 3 versus 3.
Oh, great stealth from, I mean, Leaf is just so sickening with the headhunter. The amount of first bullet taps he gets, man. There's just no one shooting like him.
And just the timing as well as they look to capitalize off the stealth drone. John, I mean, the rest of Sen thought they were home free to find those picks. And that shut them up real quick.
What more can Bang do? He gets his 2, gets them the advantage, but Zelsis' isolated time is dwindling at the moment. Trent has a recon cycled back up. That's going to be really dangerous. Could go past the Nebula, maybe light somebody up.
And Nateo Util just went towards clearing holes that G2 have given
There's
up.
so much to clear for Sen right now. Zekin's going to have to hit some really quick headshots.
I've seen this before. I've seen this before from Zekin. Pushing up in the post plant towards Long. He knows Valen is playing back there as well, but eventually it's just too much for him to deal with. Jaw is able to close the gap, get pretty close here inside that smoke, but has to respect potential spam. Can't get into dugout though, as Narrate does cause Trent's gun to go loose. Jorg though will recover it. Narrate's pushed up pretty far there towards dugout, jump spotting this. A little bit of spray down through the wall, but he's unperturbed.
Now John does have some missiles as well to get back in here, but they've got to go soon. They're waiting for Zelsis on this rotate. Jaw fighting forward.
Almost had a timing, but takes a bunch of damage. No time for the regen shield to get back. Jonah P. Good for owning the 1, and Leaf is completely out of the picture here. There's going to be bodies upon bodies to try and get through towards stop this U.
Try and post up towards B. Bang spotted out. Dangerous.
Bang trying to get away. Now it's stunned out in the open. Exposed and eliminated. John QT sat back behind those smokes there. Little gap in the corner. Valen could see it, but he's going to walk up instead. John opts to give that ground up. Conceding space now to the attackers.
John wanted to find a pick with the Armageddon, isn't able to do so, and now Jaw's on this late flank, Sen trying to push forward. Jonah on default.
God, everything's being thrown at him. Decayed down. Sheer wall does come up here, but Jonah still ends up getting the raid out of the game. And second, in what's a must-win round. Look at the money here for Sentinels. It's dire straits for Sentinels now as G2 have a pretty clean round. Vice Util that does have to be respected.
They want to ensure they get to 11. Sen are trying to stop them with a force buy, by the way. They've invested everything into this. Oh no, Bang!
He emerges on the other side of the wall, so he doesn't get the sound cue, just swings it. That's dirty stuff for Jorg. Drops down, would put Batman to shame. And now you've got 2 guns left for Sen. Jorg just doubles back through the wall, and John can't even get a lucky kill. Now you're in that post plant. Sentinels just forcing for the rest of the game at this rate. Narrate finds the 1, but Jorgamo has been tearing them to shreds one by one. A Jaguar unleashed. And Narrate doesn't have the bullets to get him out of this one.
Get a couple headshots, can turn the tide.
There's the flash. He's got to get off that line. Oh, no escape. That Taeho Yuta's going to lock him in here. I like that. They overwhelm Leaf and get themselves an outlaw.
That is an excellent punish. Now G2 and Leaf calling all of that information over to them. IGL Valen, he knows that it's time to just hit the gas, get into A, and now they're playing this forward position with this spike planted for Secret. They're going to meet Sen in the spawn.
Still flashes to work with for Sen. Okay, Zekin's going to see all of this now. Can he radio it back efficiently? It's Zelsis with that recovered outlaw. Trent now realizes he's going to be in a bit of danger if he sticks around. John gets there with the Sheriff. Zekin with the wrap. It's not good enough. Trent for 4. Hang on, where did he come from? 1 away from the ace here as Trent, and he's waiting for Zelsis to walk right on up. Jonah P, though, secures it. All right, folks. Sentinels with a desperate last-ditch effort now in this round number 19. Second on the line, punishes the shoulder pick from Tweb, but Jorg's already deep. He's viral deep. Will he stick it into halls? He does. He gets behind that Vice Util. So they have a mole. There is an imposter among us.
Wow, Leaf is actually pushing up into Link at the exact same time, meeting with Valen over there.
Still guarding. It's got to be Jorg on his own here behind this cosmic divide. At some point, G2 have to intervene.
It's a
Second's ready. It's a shorty off, in fact. Now G2 want to come back here, but it might be too late for that center flooding into the site. They have it under control with Valen. Valen at a timing. It's not bad, but it's not enough, not yet. Jonah P stunned up by that special delivery. In the meantime, the defuse goes down. And he's about to get real busy.
This might just be another fantastic call from Valen to close out the game, hitting the site with only 1 player.
The multi-swing is just too much to deal with. Bang feeling like Narrate from that first map, all on his own. And Island that is covered by the G2 Tsunami, and now we fall back to the post-plant positions. G2 don't have any deep sight positions. No one at dugout. All playing from A main, and a late wrap here through Art should come.
Oh, and Leaf gets the kill onto second. They have post-plant utility as well. Shots exchanged.
Goes low. John QT managed to hit that big 140 shot, and Narrate's able to move up there. Checks Art. The late flank is thwarted. Here's the C's. No one caught in it, and Jorgamo. It'll have to be him.